like hood food. Like, what was your top hood food? Like back at your crib.
Don't even worry about it, bro.
What was the number one? Yeah, what was the number one?
The ramen noodles with the dang, the boiled eggs, the shrimp, and the steak, bro, with the parsley on top of it.
You used to have shrimp and steak,
bro. It might be a hood meal, but you gotta
put it in a ramen.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta spice it up, bro.
Man, we used to put hot dogs in that joint.
Hot dogs in the
ramen?
We
used to cut up the hot dogs inside of the ramen, bro. I was broke.
I was really hurting out of it.
We was hurting. But we did a hot dog if we had the sausage. We just put the sausage in there inside of the ramen.
Ain't nothing too wrong with that, bro.
You ever had a sugar sandwich?
A sugar sandwich?
The sugar sandwich.
Explain.
Bro, you put the bread, it's just bread and sugar. Bread, sprinkle the sugar on top, and then...
So it's basically a donut.
Fold it.
It's a donut in sandwich form.
Yeah. It's a sandwich, donut, whatever. You ever had that?
Nah, bro.
You ever had a syrup sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We done had a syrup sandwich, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's
and them fried bologna sandwiches kind of go it, bro.
Bro,
but you used to get you would put the slit in it and the mustard.
The fried bologna sandwich is clutch, boy.
What's going on, everybody? Mr. Jeremiah, the singer. Yes. No, I'm just playing, man. You sing?
Nah, bro.
You don't sing?
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Now, see, if I had the ability, I would have popped off some birthday sex on
Can you church sing?
I can hold a tune every now and then.
You never sang your church?
No. I was too afraid. I was too shy.
True. So I never sang. I had to train my voice to try to know how to sing. That's like 7 years ago.
Damn,
8 years ago. Work. I used to be singing in the bathroom trying to get my voice. It got better, but like when I was little.
So now would you call yourself like a shower singer?
Yeah, I'm a shower singer, bro.
Ain't that wrong?
I'm a shower singer. Bro. You a shower singer?
I'm a shower singer.
You a shower singer?
110%.
I sound better just in the bathroom with the closed walls. I sound a lot better.
I'm Michael Jackson in the shower. You know what I mean? I'm Michael Jackson in the shower, bro. 110%. I'm coming in with some real pressure.
So what's been going on with you, man?
Cooling, man. Just trying to live life, make it.
When you got out, when you finished with the military, and you went back to Atlanta, and you came Georgia, and then you came back, like what was that dynamic? What was the main difference?
Oh, man, just honestly for me, just being around people that actually cared. It was a different dynamic for me because I moved away from Georgia again because of family. You know what I mean? And I felt like family wasn't family. Not to sound, cliche or nothing, but family wasn't family anymore. So I moved back down. Well, there we go again. Like we talked about down here.
Down here, yeah.
We know California is a little elevated, but we ain't gonna get on that.
We talked about we had a brief conversation over the phone, like how some of us, Southern Black people, you know what I'm saying? We say down here even though it's up there. You know what I'm saying? So we'd be like, if say you got an auntie in New York and she called you, she'd be like, hey, when you coming down here? Even though it's up.
Facts.
It sounds like, just that. So that's where it comes from. Go ahead.
But yeah, like the dynamic down there is it's hard down there. Southeast Georgia is not I wouldn't say my favorite place to be, but it's not the worst.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So out here, it's a little bit more easier to expand your mind and, your thoughts and all that. Like you got people around you that that got like interests.
Yeah.
Down there, everybody just kind of, they just stuck in their ways. All those old ways and everything down there is crazy, man.
Like a mindset thing?
Mindset. 110% mindset.
Yeah.
But the environment plays a lot in that.
Yeah.
Too, so.
I think so. Like I think the best thing that happened, to me, and this is for a lot of people that I talk to, maybe you too, but it's the military. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got you away from all of that stuff. At least for me too, it got me away from like all of the the mentality of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I left right at the high school, so it just prevented. You did too,
Same.
right?
I left at 17.
Right at the high school, so you didn't have a chance to develop that mentality because you left right away.
True.
So I think that's a big factor in why we don't have that mentality. And like when you go back, you probably seen a whole different thing.
Well, I wouldn't say it wasn't totally different. Everybody was still doing the same stuff.
I mean, like you're like
As far as like my outlook
when
on the
your
area,
outlook on life is
Yeah, it
probably
was
completely different than that.
completely
That's what I
different.
meant. That's what I meant.
I couldn't move the same way. I couldn't breathe the same air as some of the people in the room.
Yeah.
It was just like, nah, this ain't it anymore. I mean, nobody down there, for me personally, nobody down there wanted better for themselves. So I decided to remove myself from that situation before it got too bad.
Gotcha. But it's I said it's a good thing that you did join or whatever.
Yeah,
and got
military
out of there.
played a huge
A
part.
huge difference. Like I gotta give props to it because although it's stressful, and very stressful,
Very, very stressful.
at times,
stressful.
like it does give you a mentality of, hey, I want to do better regardless.
Yeah.
At least for most people. Some people it don't probably affect, but most people it does.
True.
So
See, my time in the military, it was a little difficult for me trying to adjust. I didn't really get out a lot as a child, you know what I mean? So as soon as I got out to San Diego, California, sunny state, San Diego, it was
it's nice, man.
It's
It's nice. It's completely because when you go from like woods,
yeah,
the country,
the
you know what I'm saying? The hood, whatever, like wherever in that southern region. Damn. And then you come to California and it's like
it's a shell shock. It's a
Dude.
culture shock.
culture. It's like the weather, and then you see the beaches, and then you see the buildings, and then you see it just like so much of a difference, man.
Facts.
And so
Facts.
that San Diego it
was
was
crazy.
fun. It was fun. They say it's different now, though.
Yeah.
They say it's different now.
I moved back about 5-6 months ago now. And it's a drastic difference. It's like COVID pretty much did a number on that place down there.
Yeah.
Everything is shut down. Everything that we knew, back in 2012, 2014 time period, is completely different now.
Have you been downtown?
I have been downtown. It's fairly the same. It's not like it used to be, Maloney's.
We ain't gotta go
Thirsty
to the
Thursday.
place. Y'all don't do thirsty Thursdays.
But it's all gone now, and I think the whole town is feeling it. I'm not gonna say everybody feels the same way, but you can see it on their faces, you can see it in their body language. Like this, it's not the same. It's not the same type of excitement that we had back in 2012, 2014,
Yeah.
that time period.
He was young, man. He was like
Yeah,
20,
super young.
21, 22. He was like 19.
I got to the ship, 17.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the 18th
I remember
birthday.
that. I was like, yo, this dude young, man. Like,
Super young.
I
Not
thought I
a
was.
strand of facial hair.
Young, tall dude.
Lightweight. Nah, I'm packed on a couple pounds. A little happy
Just a
weight.
little bit, man. Just a happy weight.
Little happy weight. Little happy weight.
It's only two reasons you get it. Like, if you're happy or you really sad,
Stressed out.
man. Stressed
But
out.
see, for me, it's backwards. When I'm stressed, I'm skinny. Super
Oh.
skinny. Super. Like when I was like we talked about, the military's it can be stressful. My time on San Nicolas Island was tough for me. Real tough.
It was
I went-
worse than
worse than being on the ship?
yeah.
For me, yes.
Yeah.
It's basically being on San Nick. It's kind of like, it's like being on deployment, but you're not on deployment.
Gotcha.
It's a different type of stress. Monday through Thursday, especially if you got a family.
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
You're missing out on that time Monday through Thursday or possibly Monday to Monday. You never know. But Yeah, I definitely got a lot skinnier.
Duty days, hey.
Oh, duty days? Yes. I think it was Tuesday to Tuesday or Tuesday to Monday, something like that.
My fault. I cut you off. What you about to say? You was like,
But no, I lost a ton of weight on San Niggas just due to the stress between home life and military, trying to balance out. Went from like 305 to 240 in like 3-4 months.
that's good, bro.
It was good and bad.
It's good. It's
It was
pros
good
and
and
cons to it, man. You
I went
stressed
from
out,
not
but
dunking
you
to ducking.
dunking.
Rim grazing, really catching
You
alleys.
still
on
playing
these boys.
basketball?
Well, since I messed up my calf muscles, not too
No.
much recently. I can't do too much moving around right now. I'm trying to heal up.
Yeah, but my leg ain't still 100 yet, bro.
So we're getting a little old now. Nowadays, we can't move like we used to.
Yeah, it still ain't 100 yet, man. You know, that Achilles, man. Take out the game. It's messed me up mentally, man, because I don't even want to touch the court, man.
Facts.
Like I can't really. I'm running and stuff, but
Mhm.
not like 100% full speed.
True.
I'm still like cautious in the head.
So do you think, like, with that being said, I don't mean to cut you off, but with that being said, do you think like the NBA stars, do you think like they go through like mental illness training or whatever when they're going through their injuries? Like
I think
recuperating?
so. I think most of them are mentally tough, man.
Yeah.
I think most of them are mentally tough, and the ones that aren't, it shows.
Okay.
As you saw, what's his name? Derrick Rose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He probably mentally tough playing basketball, but when it came to the injury,
It was different.
it was different.
Yeah.
You know, the opposite of that, you see KD. KD come back and still roasting. You know what I'm saying?
Averaging
Still
25,
feasting,
7, he doing his thing out there.
And then you got Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. I don't know what's going on with him, bro.
I think he has more so of a, I wouldn't say a mental illness. He's just, maybe he lost his love for the game, man.
Probably so.
Honestly, like, yeah, he's still out there. He just recently came back. He put up, 10? I think it was almost triple-double, 10, 9, and 10, something like that. But, like, I feel as though, like, he's really losing his love for the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's all I can really take from it. I'm not going to sit here and say he's mentally ill, but yeah, I think
He's losing his love for the game. Yeah. It's like he don't want to really be there.
Yeah,
It's like a job now. It's not like a.
It's
Not
the
like
treatment.
you love. Yeah.
It's that treatment he received in Philly. That treatment
I think so.
received in Philly really did a number on him, man. Yeah.
Like all the criticism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wonder why, like, why you don't shoot the, like, I might be like, yo, why you don't shoot the ball, man? Like, just shoot the ball. Like, I don't care if you 15% from three or 7% from the floor, but you miss all the shots you don't take.
True. That's what they
Just
say.
shoot the ball, man. Just shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. That's it.
That's it.
I don't care if you make it or miss it. Ben Simmons, just shoot the ball.
Just shoot the ball, bro.
Shoot the ball, man. That lefty you have on them
Hezzy
summer
twing,
runs.
you know?
You know them summer runs? He be
Step back, fade
step
away.
back, left-handed. Oh my, come on, Ben Simmons, man. Shoot the ball, man.
At least the midi, bro.
I be seeing you,
At least
man.
the
Shoot
midi.
the mid-range. Just shoot the mid-range. You ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to 2K for letting y'all, for giving Ben Simmons somewhat of a mid-range. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in 2019.
Yeah, man. Or be like Sabonis. You know what I'm saying? Just get on the block. You ain't gotta just back that exactly like just work on your passing or something. Just get in
Facilitate the offense,
Just
man.
facilitate the offense. You ain't gotta shoot.
But
if
let's
you don't
be
want
real,
to.
though. Let's be real, though.
But you gotta shoot, bro. You too talented, man.
Way
You
too talented.
Way too talented not to shoot, man.
Way too talented, man.
Yeah, man. That team, bro. And since we're on the NBA, that team is like stacked with great role players, bro.
We talking
I
nuts.
forgot about Ben Simmons actually until you said it just now.
True.
That he's on the Nets,
Yeah.
and you got so many good role players on the team. They need They need to bring in a big superstar, bro. I know they had KD, Kyrie, and Harden. You got to bring in somebody
They
else.
had to
bro.
scrap that. They had to. They
Hey,
had to.
go get Giannis.
I don't think they can put together a package to
Nah,
go get Giannis, man. I don't think they got the right package for that.
They got
Maybe a Zach LaVine or a Nikola Vucevic or something.
Nah,
Giannis, I don't know.
nah. They got a package to get a bigger superstar than that, man.
Well, there has been a couple of rumors, lingering around that they trying to put together a package with Spencer Dinwiddie, trying to go get D'Lo. From the
Spencer and
Lakers.
D'Lo. Man, the same people, man. Like
Exactly.
they're good role players.
And me, well, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like D'Lo got
D'Lo is
a
better
star.
that he's not a star to me.
Mhm.
He's like in between, like a great role player, right there at star.
Excuse me. He has the potential definitely to be a star.
a little
Yeah.
more. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he hasn't been placed in the right, system to be a star. A lot of these players, like the role players we're speaking of on Brooklyn, are system players.
Yeah.
I mean, Kawhi, big system player. But I don't know if that carried over to his play in, LA. But he was a system
Kawhi
player.
is nasty though.
Yeah, he is now. That's what I'm
Like-
saying. Like, he is
You think he's
now.
a system player?
He was at the time.
I think he was.
He
I
was.
think when he was, I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan.
hmm
And shout out Spurs. We trash right now, but we looking up, man. Let's go.
Wembanyama.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's that dude, Slender Man? What's his name? The dude with the
To my Vic? Victor
Vic.
Wembanyama? Yeah, man.
No, I mean, like, that's what he looked like.
My God. You can't call him the slender
Man.
man. Come on.
Nah, but he long, man, he played like 20 minutes, man, to be, man.
Yeah, he's putting
we
up bad
looking
numbers.
up, though.
Man numbers.
But yeah, man, like, damn, I forgot what we was talking about.
I was talking about Brooklyn and how they got a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
decent
yeah.
role players.
My mind gone.
That's all good. I'm here with you.
But,
It's all good.
but yeah, I feel like they can put a package together to get somebody else better.
Who do you think that would fit over in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, man.
If they were to put together a package a couple players for me. I want to see what you got. Just throw out the contracts right now. We're not talking.
Just start talking.
We're not talking contracts, money,
man.
none of that. We're just trying to put something.
I'm trying to think of some assets that's tradable too. Go get you can get 2 stars for that. 2 all-stars for their roster. Like you can package. You can go get what's his name?
What team?
You can go get a Donovan Mitchell.
You think they can pull off a Donovan Mitchell trade?
Yeah, bro. You can go get a Donovan Mitchell, man.
I don't think. Well, you got to consider too. Some of these teams, they're considered contenders.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
right now, I would
not
consider-
going. Yeah,
I would consider Cleveland to be on a.
you're right. They're a contender. They probably not going.
They're not going to let them
They're
go.
not going to play.
But if they were to, they would have to definitely include Mikal Bridges in that. There's no way that Cleveland would take that package.
yeah, without Mikal Bridges, you're right. You're right.
That's
They might have to. If they want a solid roster, they might have to stick with just get some all-stars, bro.
Yeah.
They might just have to go get some all-stars.
I would say Brooklyn's best chance at getting or landing a star would be in free agency.
Free agency. Yeah.
So I would possibly get off of Spencer Dinwiddie's contract, clear up some cap space just to go get a free agent. That's decent.
You're right about that.
But yeah.
Yeah,
that's
when you
tough.
hit me with that, I was like,
That's tough.
It is tough because you like, yo, they got a lot of solid role players: Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas,
they
Royce O'Neal,
Thomas been on
Dorian
a tear.
Finney-Smith, Lonnie Walker. You just got so many good role players, man.
It's like they took every other team's bench and put it on
and
one
put
team.
it on one team.
It's like an expansion team.
Every player good off the bench. They just put them on their roster.
It's crazy. That's how they do the expansion teams though. Every team in the league, they like, they get together like, oh, we don't want this player. They just Sell them off. Just like that. It's
Man.
crazy. I wonder when the next expansion team is going to be made. Or if one of the teams are going to move back to the old towns, like Seattle. I'm waiting for that to happen. I want the Supersonics back, man. Just for the colors.
Yeah, I don't know if unless they, what do you call it? Make a whole nother Supersonics team because that's OKC. I don't know if they're gonna move it from Oklahoma City, unless the revenue is bad.
Yeah, true.
I'm pretty sure. Like, but I don't know what happened with the Supersonics. Do you know
I have no clue.
why they was
I
they
never
not
actually looked
getting
into
profit or something like that?
I have no clue.
But I don't know.
But
'Cause-
yeah, OKC's not going anywhere anytime
Yeah, they
soon.
probably ain't going anywhere. But they too good.
Way too
They
good.
too good.
Way
They
too young.
They way too young, bro.
Crazy.
It sucks because like I don't think they're gonna win a championship.
You don't think they're going to make a
Nah,
run?
They can't make a run. They too young, bro.
I don't know, but you got to.
I feel like they too young, man.
Can't say they too young. Look
I
at the
feel like
seeds.
they're too young.
Celtics
I'm
made
looking
a
at the
run.
seeds. I'm looking at the seeds, and I'm like, yo, who they gonna match up with? That's at the bottom. Who they gonna get? The Clippers?
They're going to either get the Clips. They're going to get the Clips or LA.
You gonna get
That's
the
gonna be
Lakers?
tough.
The matchup's gonna be tough in the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
Say
but-
Oklahoma City match up with the Lakers, man. Although they looking bad right now, their team is good, man.
True.
Their team is good.
True. They full of two ways.
Yeah.
They do everything.
Like I said, man, don't let the Lakers get the 8 seed, bro. Bro, Minnesota,
First
bro, I'm
seed.
sorry.
First,
Y'all-
you're going to get upset.
Y'all good, but
It ain't happening.
I don't think it's had to for LeBron, bro. Like, Minnesota, y'all mess around with that first seed and let the Lakers get the 8.
But you also
Upset
gotta look at it like this though. First seed say it goes to Minnesota and the AC goes to the Lakers, right? They meet up in 7-game series. Lakers got to match that size for 7 games.
I think they can, bro. What size?
Rudy Gobert is 7'1".
True. You're right.
Cat
You're
is
right.
almost a footer. You know, then you got scoring.
You don't got a lot of scoring, man.
Anthony Edwards is a monster.
He's a monster. But besides him, Mike Conley, he got
He's a
his moments.
facilitator.
He's a
He's not a-
facilitator. He's not a scorer.
Yeah.
He got his moments where he can score the ball. But then you got slow mo
Yeah,
and
That's-
Nikhil Alexander Walker. Like
it's not a lot of scoring.
it's not a lot of scoring.
It's
So,
really just coming from Cat and Ed.
and that's what I'm going with. Because the Lakers, you can throw a lot of people.
Yeah, they
Throw a lot of people at him.
Cam Reddish can score if they gave him the opportunity to do
Yeah,
so.
he could do so.
D'Lo, obviously, for like the last 6-7 games, been playing out of his mind, bro. Bron, AD,
Yeah.
that's a given. It's an easy 20 every night, if not more.
AR,
AR.
he can score.
Then they just got back Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Rudy,
Defense, Rui. Oh my god.
it's crazy.
Yeah. For
So
them
that-
to be an 8 seed, 7 seed, or 6 seed, I would hate to face
you
them.
would hate
in the
to face
playoffs.
them.
In the 7
No.
game series, it's gonna be tough.
Back to Oklahoma City though.
Mm-hmm.
What if they match up with Sacramento?
OKC matched up with Sac.
Yeah.
It's a dub for OKC.
It's a dub.
It's an absolute.
How many games?
I'll give them 6.
6 games?
6 games. 4-2. OKC.
Wow.
Easy.
They've got no faith.
No faith in Sac.
De'Aaron
I
Fox.
love Sacramento. Last year, I was pulling for them boys, but I realized that they do not play any defense. Any defense whatsoever. And you going to sit here and tell me they're just going to let SGA run all over them? You got to worry about Chet. You know, Chet can score. He's not finna put up 30, 40, and 20. You know, he's not going to have any crazy numbers, but he's going to put up like maybe 15 and 10. And he's going to be good on the defensive end. That's
Yeah.
where they'll beat them in the long run, on the defensive end of the ball.
Gotcha. Because OKC, they don't have a ton of scoring either. They just young,
And they move that ball.
athletic, and they play well together.
Fast break points. I'll probably say
They
they
play
like
like
top
a-
5 in the league.
They play like a GOAT AAU team.
Yeah. Hey, back in them days, man, we used to move that ball up the court. I'm trying to tell you, man.
They
We
be
used to move
pushing
out
that
the
joint,
court.
man. Just using straight athleticism and speed. Everybody just running back and forth.
Everybody got the exact shooting form. Everybody been training all
Training
summer
all
long.
summer.
Yes, sir.
And just moving the ball.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. They good though, man. But I just think no team that young, I don't think has touched the finals, man. They'll be
Yes.
probably the first team. I don't know. They
Well,
said
like I said, the C's when when they had Kyrie and they lost Kyrie that season, they wound up going to the playoffs. They made a pretty good push that year. You know what I mean? To
that's
be that young.
That's what I mean, like a push. You
Mhm.
can make a push, but I mean like a championship.
Championship, yeah, you're right. That's gonna be tough.
The championship is gonna be tough, especially through the West. Because
The West is stacked.
I don't care, bro. I don't know if for some reason, bro, like if I feel like if they ran into this Steph in the playoffs, they're not winning. I don't know. In the playoff. I don't know, man. It's Steph Curry, bro.
You know
I
what?
feel like cause they gonna come back fully healthy with GP2 and all those people and all the rest of and I just feel like, bro,
It goes back to what we were just speaking on, right? OKC is more of they're a young, jubilant team, man. Like they pushing that ball, they always going straight for it, right? Fast as they possibly can. Playoffs come, the ball slows down. Now you got to run half court offense. You might be right on that. You're not beating the Warriors in a half court setting for 7 games straight.
that's how I felt. It's the same feeling I get with was it last year with the Sacramento and Golden State?
True.
That's the same feeling I got. I'm like, yo, these Sacramento out here running and gunning, they shooting the ball, things like that. I always felt like, yo, then Curry completely took over, man.
Man, it was coming off screens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Curry and
Looking like
Wiggs
Rip
was,
Hamilton behind the 3-point arc, man.
Wiggs was grabbing boys. It was crazy.
He was playing out of his mind.
He was playing out of his mind that
the
season.
whole entire
season,
playoff.
the
push. He was
playoff.
playing out of his mind, man.
I mean, I knew it was gonna fall because that series was hard fought, but
Mm-hmm.
it was a hard fought series.
How you feel about Wiggins this year?
I feel like when he got his minutes, he did all right. I feel like they try to push Kuminga a little bit to come out of his shell, which is he is. He's getting better. I feel like they want to get him going a little
I feel
more.
like Kuminga's ceiling is, not to speak bad on him, you know what I mean, but I feel like his ceiling might be a little bit lower than we think it is. I think he needs to be involved with like a championship team, like a team that can actually make a run to the playoffs. Me personally, I don't feel like the current state of the Golden State Warriors, they're not making a playoff run. They might make it out of the first round. But as far as anything else, there's too much talent in the league right now. Way too much talent in the
That's a
league.
lot of talent, bro. Everybody dropping 70 and 65. And
It's been a crazy month, right?
seen Cat, man.
62?
But yeah, 44 at the half. No, was it at the half or in the quarter?
No, it was a half. I think it was a half. Yeah. 62 is crazy.
Say, man, why you dropping 44? God, and then 62, and then you had buddy. This
Cat. No, we just talked about Cat. Sorry.
it was the 73 ball. Who did the 73 ball? Was that
It was
Luka?
Luka. It was Luka. You got JoJo, 70.
JoJo dropped at 7. Man, it's just so much
It's been
talent.
a
man.
crazy month.
It's been a crazy year,
Crazy.
man. Like ridiculous, man.
You think they doing it for Kobe?
But
That's what everybody was speculating. They're like, oh, yeah, they went crazy for Kobe. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah. Kobe dropped the 81 just recently.
Oh,
This
yeah.
time, back in 2000, 2000 or 2002, something like that.
somewhere around that time frame. I don't even know.
Yeah. I just feel sorry about, Jalen Rose got to relive that every other day of his life. Got 81 put on his head,
On
man.
his head, Kobe was bopping him.
Mick.
I'm like, yo, you don't even shoot like that. But he was pulling, whop,
It's crazy.
doing that
man.
little
I would have loved to have him on
Jordan
FanDuel
shoulder
back then.
shrug. What you said?
I would have loved to have him on my FanDuel roster back then. I know that was a smooth 110 fantasy point.
110, bro.
For real. Sheesh.
No, what's going on, man? With how you feel? Because I want to switch lanes
Okay.
for a second. because I want to get to those things over here too, the drums and stuff
Okay.
too.
Let's get on it.
Like, because I know you're a drummer.
Mhm.
So what made you start drumming?
Dude.
Like, liking the drums?
Okay. I was 4 years old, man. I'll never forget it. I was 4 years old. I was in a church with my dad. He put me on the set because I didn't want to be on the piano. I couldn't stand the piano, man. He put me on the set, picked up a pair of sticks. He went and got on the piano. We played a song by Fred Hammond called Blessed. Man, I went in, you know what I mean? And ever since then, it's just been an up and down spiral.
So you said piano?
No, well, he was trying to get me to play the piano,
Oh.
but I refused. I couldn't do it. Like, it just wasn't my cup of tea, but I got on them drums and went crazy. I
Just
fell in love with it.
Doing something?
Just doing, you know, I didn't have any
Just
idea
messing
what I was
around.
doing, but I was just
And
going
then-
crazy. I just fell in love with the sound, man. Like, you know, that's what attracts, you know, most kids, like the movement, the sound. You'll see a lot of drummers, like they're really like expressive. You know what I mean? Like they're just everywhere. My cousin Moss, he's really goofy on the drum set. Like he'll be, you know, he locked in, you know, he's going crazy, doing all this crazy movement.
Yeah.
A lot of kids are attracted to a lot of stuff like that. So for me, that's when it first started. Then I started playing for this church down in Jessup, Georgia called New Life. Around about my age 13, 14, I played for them until I graduated high school. It was fun. I learned a lot, but I fell off. You know, I fell off once I got into the military. I played for a group out here, downtown San Diego. It was an all-girl group. They wound up hearing me play. You know, we were in the, what's it called, the Liberty Center
Yeah.
on base. They heard me play. I wound up playing for them. You know, I was getting in the clubs for free, doing stuff I didn't have no business doing. But it was all a part of the journey, you know, just falling in love with the drums. I do want to, you know, expand my horizon on the drum and everything, but it's going to take some time. Yeah. Kind of fell back, but
I got you.
I get it.
Were you in band?
I wasn't.
No?
I wanted to be in band so bad, man. My mom and dad couldn't afford the instruments because down at my high school in Jessup, they require you to learn like a wind instrument or something like that. And we couldn't afford to get like a trumpet or flute, whatever, you know. Couldn't afford to get anything, so we decided against it, and I went the sports route. And I absolutely sucked at football, so that was that.
Uh-uh. So that became your love after that?
Oh, yeah, 110%. That's
What-
always my fallback. I love it. Always. I'll never let it go. I always got a pair of sticks somewhere in that house and a practice pad.
You know, I got to hit you with something. Right? I got to hit you with an ultimatum.
All right.
You got to choose one. Drumming or basketball?
Whew. I got to take the drums, bro.
The drum?
I got to.
No more basketball.
No
at
more
all.
basketball.
I'm talking about the duel, everything.
See. All right. Well, in that case, yeah, I still got to take the drum
Yeah, take the
because it could be you can consider drumming a form of income too. You know what I mean? It depends on how good you are, you know, where you at, you know. You make some money off of it, man.
Yeah, you can make some dreams come true.
I had an offer down in was it Nashville, Tennessee, when I went back to Georgia. I had an offer for $48,000 a year, man, just to play the drums.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm not an MD. I don't know anything about being a music director. So that was
Gotcha.
that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man.
One thing, why you in like they didn't offer you to be like in the band?
So you talking about for the military?
Yeah.
I didn't have any like musical background.
Oh, so they didn't even know.
I had no clue. No clue. Every trust me, the beat's still in my head till this day. I don't think any of us will ever forget that marching beat.
Drum, dum, dum, dum,
Ever.
dum, dum,
Ever. Ever. It will forever be stuck. Forever. It's like
Yeah, bruh.
permanent damage.
That's gonna be forever in your head, man.
For real.
For real. Even the marching, bro, all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hear that thing all the way across the way.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you think about it. Like the cadence, some of it is.
Some of them they was on it, man.
Yeah, when I was in boot camp, bro, there was this. We used to be marching. Our A-Rock, well, he's alright, but like there was this chick, bro. She used to be killing it. She was a singer. I was in the all male division. It was this was a mixed division. We'd be walking, and you know, A-Rock be doing the cadence and stuff. But then like you hit a girl like sound like an angel, bruh. Like I'm like, yo, I don't know who she is, but they definitely go win the battle or the whatever you call it. It was something like it's like a. They was comparing like the marching and the A-Rocks,
like the trick drills.
It was something like that. I forgot what it was, but I was like, yo, her voice was angelic, bro. Like it was crazy.
Some of them got it, man.
I was like, yo, and then it sounded like perfect. I was like, yo,
from the whole other side.
It's the whole other side, bro.
It's echo.
Just echo. I'm like, yo, and to this day, bro, I low key like what I found out is that you can't get on the RTC side of the base.
What?
Yeah, unless you got to be invited to it.
Oh wow!
It's only certain people that can get through the gate at RTC. Because I went to drive through RTC, but just watch everybody just watch the old stuff. Like, yo, look at that Mark. Look at the swimmers right there.
And a kiddie pool.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind just going, just looking, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, maybe I can go on the A school side.
Yeah.
A school side. Did you go to
Well, I went to A school in Chicago.
In Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was the undesignated school.
Did you eat that food?
I did.
That shit was kind of fire, bro.
It was.
It was fire. It was fire.
I spent a lot of my time in Chicago at A school in Gurney Mall, though. So
at the Gurney Mills?
Yeah. I stayed over there, man.
I mean, we went downtown Chicago, man. Like, it was dope, man.
Did you get to go to the Jordan Steakhouse?
Honestly, this is a crazy thing. We was in A school and everything. Shout out to the USS Ticonderoga, bro. But I had a nice little A school squad. But I went downtown and everything. We was eating at places and all kind of stuff. I don't remember any of it.
What?
I don't remember the places we ate at. I don't remember any of like that stuff from back then.
See, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Because I was leaving with like, you know, Sagoon, you know, so shout out Sagoon, my boy Sagoon. You know, it was a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? But that was my boy. It was just like a lot of us, we would just leave and then go downtown and eat and stuff like that. We had a couple people that lived around there, so we went to, you know, their house, things like that. But I don't remember. No, I didn't remember no places we ate.
Oh, man.
Which is crazy.
I lost my Chipotle virginity out there, man.
Chipotle? They had Chipotle back then?
That was my first time having Chipotle.
Bro, I didn't even know that Chipotle existed.
2012.
I didn't know Chipotle existed until 2012. Never mind. I forgot I was in Chicago before you.
Facts. We got a couple of years apart.
Yeah. I forgot I was in Chicago before you. So I was thinking Chipotle was in Chicago. I ain't knew Chipotle until 2012. We was in the shipyards.
Mm-hmm. Dang. I forget every time. You got like, what, 3? About 2-3 years?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I lost my Chipotle virginity in Chicago, man. It was all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge stickler on food nowadays, but if I could take the taste buds I have gained now to the ones I had then, I probably wouldn't eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, your taste buds tend to change, bro.
Yeah,
like once you get
definitely.
older and older, it tend to change.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't like mustard until I got to like 25, 26.
What's wrong with mustard?
But I hated mustard, bro. Like my ketchups, bro. My hot dog, just give me ketchup. Ketchup and chili, bro. I didn't like mustard.
Missing out on the tanginess.
Exactly. But when I was like, yo, mustard ain't that bad.
It's not.
There's a couple things that was, you know,
It's
the
a
whole
decent condiment. Ain't nothing crazy.
ain't nothing
about it.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time, like, I know this is random as hell. But the whole time, like, I ate ranch when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated it. Completely hated it. I was like, yo, ranch is nasty, bro. How people eat ranch? They were like, oh, let me get ranch. I'm like, ranch nasty. So French and Italian, you know what I'm saying, became my favorite dressing.
Okay.
You know, so I eat some Thousand Island too.
How you feel about the vinaigrette?
Vinaigrette was later on. I didn't
Sorry.
know vinaigrette. That was later on in life. But it's good too.
Yeah.
But when I was little, French and Italian was my two favorite. And then once I left the crib, you know, gotten out in town and stuff like that, and I'm like, got to San Diego and everything. No, got to boot camp. And then, you know, they had the wings and stuff like that. At that little thing, I got the ranch or whatever. I'm like, man, I dip it, like, let me try this again. I was like, yo, this is good. Ranch is delicious. What I found out is, what I tasted when I was little was never ranch, it was blue cheese. I couldn't tell the difference. I could not tell the difference, man.
You know, for the longest, I couldn't either when I was younger.
When I was young, I couldn't tell when they look at it, I was like, I thought everything was ranch.
Right.
Everything that was white, ranch.
And I guess, like, you know, when you're that young, like, you kind of, I don't know, you kind of like compare color with taste.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. We go through a lot as children.
Yeah, man. That's kids for you, man.
That blue cheese, I don't know how
I was
feel
like,
about
yo,
it.
there's blue cheese in there. The whole time I'm missing out on ranch.
Ranch is God sent. Ranch is God sent, man. So you one of the types that like to dip your wings? Like to dip the wings in the ranch?
Yeah, man, I double, triple dip.
Triple dip?
I don't know when people be like, yo, why you double dip? Like, bro, I'm a triple dipper, bro. Like,
I've always
I
been
don't care.
curious about it. Like, what's wrong with double, triple
What's wrong with
dipping?
double
It's my food. Ain't nobody else eating after me. It's my food. I guess it's more of like a.
I guess
sanitary thing.
when it's one ranch and everybody dipping, they don't want to double dip.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, man, I don't care about double dipping. You know, if you triple dip, I feel like, okay, you
Might be
pushing
okay.
a little bit when you sharing the ranch. But if you dip, you bite the wing. When you dip the other time, just turn it, get that meat, that fat, get the meat part in there for the double dip, and then you eat it, and that's it. Like, now if you go in the triple dip, now your mouth is all around the chicken. You know what I'm saying?
We got a lot going on.
We getting real black right now, bro.
It's getting real cloudy out there. It's getting real cloudy.
So, man, like this, and I'm gonna switch lanes again, bro, because you know how it is.
We got
man.
a lot to talk about. We
We
got a lot
few
of ground to
talk-
cover.
Just a little bit, man. Like, are you like, could you play for the church?
Mm-hmm.
You play for the church. You sing in the church. I'm just playing.
Time
I'm
to
just playing.
time.
I just playing.
I ain't gonna lie, my dad put me on the spot a couple of times,
You
man.
in the spot
Yeah, for real.
where you had to sing.
I was forced
You're
to
forced to sing.
sing tenor, and I was like 5 years old.
You ever on the
Singing
children's
tenor.
choir?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big choir. It's pretty hard. But now you were saying?
Oh, yeah. So, like, in a spiritual sense, would you say you like? I don't want to get into your specific. Do you mind?
Do you think?
Are you considered like a Christian, Baptist? Are you Hindu? Are you a Buddhist? Are you
Well, I think at this
atheist,
point,
spiritualist?
there's so much out there, huh?
It's a lot of religions out there, bro.
It is.
Judaism. I think that's religion.
So I've been having a time with this too. I've been trying to figure out like what's the difference between a Christian and a Baptist.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just the type of Christian. Christian, there's within the Christians, they have like Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, AME. Yeah. You got so many different types.
Well, for me as a drummer and as a
Presbyterian.
I've been a part of every last one of those. For real, man. Down there in Southeast Georgia, they get it in, man. Especially them Pentecostal folk. They don't play no games, bro. It's all day long. Be in church. They be in there a bucket. We in there 5-6 hours. I'm like, man, it get tough in there, man. Tough in there.
Yeah.
You gotta be tough to
you gotta be
grow
tough
up in the church, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. But yeah, for me, now I would say Christian.
Yeah.
110%. 110%.
So what do you think, like as far as what do you think about like the whole denominations thing? Do you think it's like a difference between them? Do you think there's like one wrong, one right? Do you think like what do you feel about having so many denominations?
I feel like it all leads back to one thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clearly they're different, you know what I mean? But I think they all lead back to just one thing at the end of the day, and that's, praising or worshiping a God. It's really all the same in a sense. But I think some people would beg to differ, for real. And me personally, I can't see any major differences as opposed to the ones that are clear. But they all lead back to the same thing.
To the same thing.
Exact same thing. They all tell, quote unquote, the same story.
Cause I be wondering like, yo, what makes you choose? Because they say Christian, what makes you choose this denomination over that one?
Well, for me, it wasn't a choice.
Not you,
You know
but
what I mean?
Not you specifically, but like, what make a person choose? Like, you think people like just go and like, yo, no, I don't want to be a Pentecostal. I'd rather be a Baptist.
Well, I think over time, like I just said, over time for some people, it doesn't become a choice anymore. You kind of just, you grow up in it. Now the folk before us, the folk before us, they probably had a choice, or maybe they fall on the same line we do. They don't have, necessarily have a choice. Now, once you become an adult, you got free range to do it whatever you want to, but it's kind of hard to get away from what you grew up in sometimes. And for me, it's hard to get away from it. I try to run as much as I can, bro, but ain't no fighting it. Ain't no fighting. You always gonna come back, the hard times, the good times. Sometimes you doing good, you want to praise God about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're doing bad, you like, God, I need help. You always come back to it. But yeah.
Like with that, like you do good, you praise God, you do bad, you want God to like to help you. Like as far as the help, like I want to get into like, pastors and stuff like that. Cause a lot of heat is coming out on
Whole lot.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say no names, but yeah.
I'm gonna say the name, TD Jake. A lot of stuff going on with him,
big
man.
fella.
Yeah. How you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
Like, how do you feel about that? Because a lot of people like judge harshly. A lot of people don't judge harsh. Well, just kind of like a lot of people. Most people judge harshly.
It's kind of hard for me to have any judgment on it because I don't know if the allegations are
true.
Yeah. If they are true, then obviously he got a lot of explaining to do, but if they aren't, it's like blowing smoke. But
what I did hear was there's a pastor named Geno Jennings, and I listened to him. That he one of the people I listen to. I don't like the way he necessarily like delivered the message, even though it's a good message. I ain't gonna say deliver it because some people need to hear that hard truth because he deliver it like aggressively.
Mhm.
Sometimes it can be more of an ego thing. But he's really good, so I still listen to him. And he talked about TD Jakes.
Mhm.
He ain't had the kindest words for him. The words are really aggressive, but TD Jakes, I guess, trying to send his legal team at this pastor because he talked about him. And I'm like, TD, you can't do that, man. You can't do that.
It's
man.
kind of a bad look.
It's a bad look. Like
why are
even
you
though
defending yourself
yeah,
if it's
even
not-
though if it's not true,
Yeah.
then why are you sending legal action at this preacher? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That critiqued you. Now, even if it's not true, now you look a certain way.
True.
And I was just thinking about that. Like,
That's true.
you know,
No, there's a lot of preachers out here that are, aggressive though. And honestly, this day and age, this generation of children that's coming up, they need that.
they need it. They
They
need
need
some
that
harsh reality. I feel like this shit, they're like kids these days. There's kids that need it, and some kids that a lot of kids now do need that hard preaching.
Mhm.
But I feel you got to be at a certain level. I feel like there's pastors that can bring you in to, Christianity or whatever.
Mhm.
That's can bring you to Christ, and in different ways. Just say, for instance, like there's a lot of preachers. Me personally, I want to give you a quick background. I listen to multiple preachers.
Mhm.
I listen to multiple pastors. I feel like nobody has all the answers.
True. Nobody has all the answers.
Yeah, in the Bible, and I'm just paraphrasing it. It says like, don't put your fruits in all in one basket.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to, and I take that as far as like, I put that in a money perspective. Like, you want to have multiple incomes, multiple sources of income. Money, the thing, but I mean, the standard you should be living by. But in reality, we do need money to survive.
True.
So I put that in that context. I put it in a context of the Bible too, as far as like the pastors and the preachers. Because what if you push all your chips in? I'm all in on this preacher. You all in on one preacher, and then you find out his teacher was wrong. And now you spent 40 years behind the wrong preacher. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. My biggest question about that is, say you put all your chips in on that preacher. You find out 40 years later, everything that he taught you was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Do you still get that ticket to the pearly gates?
That's what I'm saying. And that's
Yeah.
why I said I feel that everybody should listen to a little bit of everyone. Because nobody's perfect. No preacher is perfect. I don't care what it is. No preacher is perfect. Nobody on this earth is perfect. And everybody has a message from somebody, for somebody. Like I said, that's why I listen to 5 or 6 preachers and get that message and internalize it. And I feel like it's the best way for me to interpret it and, come up with my belief of like what Christ is, who Christ is, further my relationship with Christ.
You got to come up with your own understanding.
Yeah, your own understand. That's what I was going for. Your own understanding of it. And I feel like most people everybody should do that.
Yeah.
Instead of putting all their chips on one preacher.
Absolutely.
Because people, and I'm going on a little preacher thing because now I might as well get it out now. There's people who, who criticize, a lot of preachers and what they do and what they teach and, their flaws and stuff like that. Like I said before, nobody's flawless. So I feel like there's churches out here like Transformation Church. You ever seen that?
Mm.
Transformation Church. It's like Michael Todd. He's a young guy. But it's really good. It's really good, but I feel like it's really good for people who don't know Christ
Okay.
or don't know.
So he's basically that open door. Like
I feel like he's the open door to coming into the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming to Christ. I feel like he's that open door. You know, if you listen to his words, it's really positive. It's uplifting. It gets you in the door to, okay,
it's that
who
hook.
is this? Who is
Yeah.
this? Who is this Jesus Christ? Who is? I feel like that's the open the door to it, and that's my opinion. But after that, you got certain levels to it. I feel like once you get to a certain level with him, you gotta go to this preacher and get a deeper understanding to it. And there's another pastor that got deeper understanding to it. And there's another pastor that's like has like a deeper, like I'm gonna say philosophy, but like it's pertaining to what the Lord is saying. Like he has like a deeper. I'm just here to say, like, I feel that every preacher has a good message. Every preacher can have a good message. Now, to be honest, I don't listen to the millionaire. I don't listen to. I never listened to TD Jakes. I never listened to Joel Osteen. I never listened to all the people that's millionaires and stuff. I feel like they was too caught up into Hollywood, politics, money. I feel like that when it goes too much overboard. That's when I can't really dive into that.
And see, that's something I've been trying to figure out for myself as well, as trying to figure out, like, when you get to that level, you know, you like, do you think their word is like skewed a little bit? It may be or may not be. Is it skewed by the money?
That's why. Because you're a millionaire and you're a preacher, you're a pastor.
Okay.
Like,
well, I'll put it to you like this, right?
I feel like it's being skewed.
I have a cousin. I grew up in Jessup, Georgia. I have a cousin, you know, and she made it pretty big in the gospel scene, man. She's a great singer, bro. Tasha Cobbs, a phenomenal singer, bro. And I always wondered, like, how it works once, you know, they start making all this money, all this income. Does it skew their belief? You know, does it skew the people that are involved with them, their belief? You know, do they lose people because they make all that money? Do people see them making all that money? Do they lose people because they start thinking negative of them? I always want to ask her those questions. You know what I mean? I might reach out to you one day, ask you those questions. But I'm really curious about it, man, because that is a really touchy subject.
Yeah, and how to say, because I don't know, I do know the Bible, but I don't know word for word. But, you know, I always look at it like, what is it to a man to gain the world and lose his soul? That's how I feel like the preachers did. Those mega preachers did in the mega churches. Like, yeah, you started out with the right message, but once you gain all this money in the world, now your influence to do things that's not of the Bible is heightened, because now you want to reach another level of success because you're getting paid money by sponsors and companies and the church and stuff like that. That's why I respect this. Like I said, back to the guy Geno Jennings. He got a job. He got a pastor. He a pastor with a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like being enlisted, but you know, you trying to be an officer, you know.
Yeah.
You got respect for him.
Yeah. I got respect for him, you know what I'm saying? And so when I see the super mega churches, it's like, that's what turns me off about them. But yeah, we can go on and on, man. Got anything you want to plug?
Well, I still, like I said, that is a very touchy subject, man. It's just, I'm trying to figure out, you know, for myself and others, like, how they do it. Like, how do they consistently keep people coming into their ministries when there are several people with your ideologies on that subject? Like, the same thing, they speak on the same exact things, right? And I think I would definitely want to ask my cousin about it because I'm pretty sure she's been, talked to about it, or she might feel a certain type of way about it too, because Jessup, Georgia is like this big, dude, and the chances of somebody making it that big out of Jessup is crazy. It's crazy. But
Yeah, we gotta say that, man, because Hollywood is kind of crazy.
yeah,
Hollywood is kind of crazy. Cause
after she did that song with Nicki, I was like, dang, man, she really out there. Crazy.
Hollywood is crazy, man.
It's crazy.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to lose yourself into it.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
One more subject before I know we talking about, but Cat Williams, my man was on fire.
Yes, he was, bro.
My man's on fire, bro.
Yes, he was.
My man's on fire.
What's going on with him though?
You ain't seen it?
No, I've seen it, but why do you think he finally came out and said something?
I think he came out because like Ricky Smiley was on Club Shay Shay. Shout out to Unc. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Glenville native. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Unc. But like he went to Club Shay Shay. I mean Ricky Smiley went to Club Shay Shay and talked about Cat Williams, about how you supposed to be Money Mike, and Cedric the Entertainer jumped on the air about Money Mike and everything. Not Money Mike, about stealing joke about Cat Williams saying like
right.
About jokes stealing and stuff like that. That's why he went at Ced. I forgot what Ced said about him.
See, I didn't see this. I
forgot what Ced said about him. But then he said Ced stole his joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that in an interview with Club Shay Shay. And so instead of like he went at Ricky and he went at Ced, but then he's like, you know what? I'm letting everybody have it.
Everybody.
Over the years. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, I heard people say like, yo, he should have went at the people who came to the interview, he should have went at them, but not everybody else. I was like, in the interview, he literally says he been collecting data over the years, just sitting there, just looking. And so the people who he came at, I'm pretty sure, was saying stuff about him too over the years.
True.
Maybe we didn't see it or hear it, but over the years, he said he collected all this data and information on people and stuff like that. And so he was firing off on everybody that pretty much wronged him. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna let everything fly. Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that one.
You know what I'm saying?
That one was particularly funny to me.
That was
I was always a stickler on the lineup. You know what I mean? Like I was jealous. I'm like, how he got the box like
crispy,
perfect.
That thing was
bro.
crispy.
Like, toupee, bro. Like you had to do the game like that, man.
Yeah.
Got me out here stressing as a kid.
And
bro.
the thing is, there was no denying anything. Nobody like said no, this wasn't. No, this didn't happen. All the people said was,
I don't think they want to mess
crazy.
with Cat, man.
I don't think so. And he went at Kevin Hart too.
True. I think Cat got like, he probably has even more dirt on them, and they don't want them to disclose. They don't want him to disclose any of that information. Yeah. I wouldn't mess with that man. He might be small in stature, but he's dangerous.
Yeah, that's what he said in the interview thing. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, I may be little, but I am bigger."
That was good. That was good, man. Oh man,
I am much bigger than you know. Like, okay, all right, Cat.
You got it, Cat.
My boy. I always thought he was in a lot of people because Kevin Hart was bigger. I always thought Cat was funnier.
Yeah.
I always thought Cat was funnier. And I'm not saying it because of that whole interview, but I always did.
No,
and I always said it. I always thought he was just pure funny. It was Cat. Kevin, you had to build up a little bit. I had to watch 2 specials of Kevin Hart. I had to watch them over to laugh.
Right.
I watched it one time, I'm like, okay, that was funny. But I had to watch it again, and I'm like, okay, it's a little better than I thought. It had funny moments. But as far as like storytelling and just funny,
Cat got it, bro.
Man.
Cat got it. That whole stand-up, scene to me is just not it. You know what I mean? Like, trying to watch Kevin Hart do stand-up comedy, just sitting there and like for an hour just watching him tell jokes, it's not enough for me. Cat, like, you're involved when Cat's on the stage, bro. Like, you just locked in. You laughing your ass off, you know.
Yeah.
Like you hysterically laughing at this man, bro. It's going crazy. You like, oh man, this fool wild, man. He might fly off the handle, start talking about you. You know what I mean? Like, and he did a lot of shout outs to like some of the new comedians, like DC. What's the guy name from down where I'm from? He's got the big eyes. You know, be on Facebook all the time. He got like eight baby mama.
I don't know.
Can't remember his name, but he did a lot of shout outs for like all the up and coming comedians. Because they funny, they're original.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully that whole situation kind of clear up though.
Nah, man. Like I said, man, some stuff need to happen, and you know he shook it up a little bit.
He shook.
You seen the thing where he said about the wife?
Mm-hmm.
All of them get the same looking wife.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
that was different.
And one of the things, yo, in one of the like somebody like reaction clip or whatever, they put like a compilation of like everything Cat Williams was talking about with like receipts.
Yeah, confirming everything.
And it was confirming everything. I'm like, yo, and it had like the picture of everybody's wife.
They all look the same.
Light skin, slender face.
Yeah.
Slim, but I was like, oh my gosh, Ludacris. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
The Ludacris, yo. Look, the Ludacris thing, man. When he was talking about the sideburns, bro, that kind of threw me off because I was like, what in the world? Like, I had to go back and look and see if, you know, Cat actually had like sideburns in there. I went back and, you know, looked at the stupid stuff, but he really had sideburns. Like, it's like, dang, that's crazy. So they had to make a decision who was going to continue to be that person specifically in Hollywood. That's wild.
Man. I feel like Hollywood is pretty dark, man.
Yeah, it is.
To me, Hollywood is pretty dark.
That's a whole subject in itself, bro.
Whole subject itself, because that goes back to religion too.
Yeah.
Now I feel like they put more. It's like open now. They put like more like demonic stuff in like movies and and music videos. Oh my gosh, Nas X and Sam. What's the dude name? Sam. The one that sing. What's his name?
Sam Jones.
No, the white guy.
What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Dang, what's his name? It's gonna kill me. He sang that song Unholy. Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
How like he transitioned.
Yeah.
Like he was like, you know, everybody. No, I'm not the. I can't sing. Only one, whatever it is. But then now he's singing like I think that's him Unholy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like them on like Red Demons and stuff. Like yo, it's just like Nas X is crazy. That dude he just went overboard, just crazy. But it's like I feel like it's openly like shoving it in your face.
Yeah, but I mean they've been telling us for years. It's just a lot of people are just now starting to get in, like actually talking about it and caring about it. I think, for me personally, I think COVID was a blessing and a curse in that aspect because it gave people a lot of time to actually sit and see the crap that was going on. Like you in the confines of your house, you ain't got a choice but to pick up a phone and look at social media or watch the news or watch TV. Period. You're gonna see all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. People started looking more into it. Conspiracy,
everything. Yeah. I think it was a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like I didn't want to be locked. I'm like, yo, COVID, come on, man. Come on, man. I was looking at the data and stuff, and man, I'm like, okay, so how many people they say dying? How many people in the United States? Okay, what's the age? Okay, what's my chances of dying from COVID? Oh, what's my chances of surviving from COVID? I mean, 99.993. Oh, I'm good, man.
I'm good.
Man, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's higher for adults and stuff, but I'm like, man, come on, man. Like,
they didn't even care down in Southeast Georgia. Everything was still open.
The thing I went back home, South Carolina, like I said, to 2020. Everything was open. Mm-hmm. No mask, no nothing. California is just kind of crazy, man. It's really, California is really
it's a lot of bodies out
progressive and liberal, like super. You can be, you know what I'm saying, progressive liberal, but man, it's at a point where like it's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's too much and you can't just keep going to one side of the aisle. In politics, I gotta jump on this, man. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna keep saying it again. Stop being a Republican and stop being a Democrat. Stop doing that, man. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it,
We
man.
can't just work together.
Huh?
Can't we just all work together?
Yeah, I'm tired of people on the left. I don't care if you on the left. That's like people on the left doing podcasts like, oh my God, look at this person on the right. And there's people on the right say, oh, look at this person on the left. Bro, they all on the same team.
And been on the same team.
I'm trying not to lose explicit words. But they all on the same team up top.
True.
They all on the same team. They all pushing the same thing. And like, we gotta stop looking at like, we gotta stop looking at, not stop. We gotta start looking at the policies, bruh. Like, what are you gonna do for me or for us or for the people? Republican, Democrat, stretch that. Just get rid of the parties and just have two candidates, bruh. Just have a bunch of candidates talk about the policy. Forget the parties. Ain't gotta be no Republican, Democrat, Liberal Party, Independent Party, Green or Grand Old Party, whatever party it is.
I don't think we ever gonna
parties,
get anywhere
man.
because some of those same people that's been in office for a very long time.
And that's the point.
You can't get any new ideas if you got the same,
But they don't care. Like, they don't care. How many black people, man, the Democrats don't care, but they don't. They don't, bruh. The Democrats do not care. If you look at the Republican side saying, hey, those people are evil. Those people are evil too. Like, both sides are not good. Both sides are not good. And that's what makes me mad. Like, we looking at people's character and stuff like that, which is a good thing for policy, but you rather have somebody tell you something up front or be like, just have somebody sound bad but tell you everything up front, or tell you somebody that sound good and then snake you behind your back.
Sounds like we talking to like whether I'd rather have Joe Biden or Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Honestly, I want to know the truth.
We gotta,
Yeah.
and I want to be real here. And I don't support nobody, but I honestly rather have somebody at least say something up front.
Yes.
Whether it's like hurt my feelings or not.
Yeah.
I really do have a president like that. Like, hey, this is what it is. Instead of snaking you behind your back.
For real.
Just saying what you want to hear. I don't want to say what. Don't say what.
Don't agree with me every time. You know what I mean? Or
Life
gonna get nowhere.
Life ain't about agreeing, man. And it's about, getting there and compromise. What's the policies? That's what I want. That's what is you gonna do for the people. What are you gonna do?
For real, because it's getting hard out here, man.
It's getting hard, man. Sorry, I'm letting some frustration out, man. But I'm tired of money going to Ukraine, bruh. I'm tired of that. Stop sending money to Ukraine and Israel and Iran and bruh. This is trillions of dollars, man. We got about 400 million people in the United States. All them trillions of dollars, you couldn't hand that out to the people in the United States. You could have give all the money. You could get everybody $1 million.
Let's talk about all the homeless folks
You
out
can
here
give
in California, man.
Huh?
You can get the homeless folks out here in California, little small homes.
All that
man.
you could have built all them people, the homeless people, shelters and rehabilitation centers and all the stuff like that. But you want to give all this money to you, man.
Helping everybody but ourselves, man.
Look, man. We gotta speak. We gotta start. So I gotta get my cat on, man.
2024, you gotta expose. You gotta expose in 2024.
Man, when it comes to like war and stuff, man, like I'm telling you, people, man, this ain't no. People always that military industrial complex, man. The military industrial complex. Look into that, bro. Follow the money. The military industrial complex, man.
Let's talk about
into
war
that.
though, real quick, bro.
Who?
War.
Yeah.
How do you feel about war? If we were to go, to war, say we go to war with Russia or China,
Man, we doing too much.
what's your outlook on it?
if we actually go to war, because, man,
We've been in the military. You know what I mean? We know how
If we-
some things go.
like, we want to protect Taiwan. If China protect Taiwan, we want to protect them. If China attack Taiwan, we protect them. That's what they say. The soldiers just got killed. God rest their soul. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's a tragedy, but we about to go at it with Iran. That's what they planning on doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we still funding Israel and stuff. I don't know about Ukraine. I think they stopped it, but I don't know. It can't happen, bro.
Yeah.
For the sanity of people, it can happen. But I'm talking about like, as far as like, man, if we end up going to war, bro, it's gonna be a draft, bro. It has to be.
My thing,
The military is depleted right now.
that and
They're
even if
hurting.
it wasn't,
They're
even if
hurting.
it wasn't depleted, me personally, just being in, seeing how, stuff work. Do you think our military will be strong enough?
That's what I mean, bro. It's weak
Yeah.
right now. It's weak right now. COVID started the weakness, and then it just trickled down into everybody. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
It started to get a little bit too political in the military too, as far as like,
Now we don't, GED, diploma, you don't need it. We
That's
just
true.
drafting anybody now,
that's true.
just letting anybody in. Okay,
I know it was the 10 I think was true. The ASVAB was true.
that's
You get in with-
wild.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's when you know you hurt. Before they had to, perform the serve or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they was kicking so many people out. I remember when I first got in, they was kicking mad people out.
They were.
And so I'm like, but war, man, we shouldn't. You kind of have to do it to show strength. You can't let people off the hook for bombing soldiers. I understand that, but at the same time, man, that's why I said earlier, military-industrial complex.
Yeah.
What is that? Look into it, man. These people that thrive off war,
Yeah.
the people that you don't know about, that we don't know about up here. That's
Mhm.
like,
They're waiting on it to happen so they can.
yeah, they gotta fund it. Who's
Yeah.
funding these wars? Who's giving out this stuff? And come on, man, we gotta look into this stuff, man. We can't be blind no more. We can't be blind.
Facts.
We can't be blind. You gotta understand evil too. We can't just be, Jesus Christ is Almighty Savior, but at the same time, you gotta
gotta delay
understand.
work.
You gotta understand how evil works. When I'm in a football game, basketball game, if I'm going against my opponent, boxing, UFC, what do? You study your opponent
Mm-hmm.
to defeat them. You got to know what the strengths are. You got to know what their weaknesses are. You got to know what you can do to overcome, to beat them. How can you counter it? How can you counter something that you are not prepared for?
How do you counter something you can't see?
Exactly. If you don't know their weaknesses, how can you beat it? If you don't know, if you can't see it, that too. If you can't see it, that's a big one. If you can't see what's coming or see what's going on, like
Yeah.
you gotta know what the hell is going on in politics too. You do, or you're gonna come into it blind.
Yeah.
You gotta. A lot of people come into it blind, including me. I was coming to it blind for a while until actually COVID, the one that helped me
Yeah.
out. It did. It did.
Yeah.
It did. I kind of looked at everything and I'm like, okay, all right.
Trying to sit down.
I kind of see what's with
into
the
the
world
story.
going on with everything.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Lives Matter and all kind of stuff like that. Because I was before COVID, man, I was a hardcore Democrat. Bro.
Yeah.
I was a hardcore, like, Black Lives Matter and Blackout Friday, whatever it was. I was all into it, bro. I was all into it until all this stuff happened. When I started looking at it objectively, I started looking up at everything like, okay, let me step back. Okay, these people got money for this. And, where's these funds going to?
Yeah. What are they actually doing with
What
the
are they
money?
actually
You know what
doing
I
with
mean?
the money?
Yeah.
Okay, so the founder actually left and moved into a $1.5 million house somewhere, and all these people making money off of it, and we just being exploited as Black people. And so I stepped away. I'm like, okay, forget politics, forget this side, Democrats for sure, and then forget Republicans too. I don't care about them sides. I'm sorry I got to go back into this, but just look at what the policies say. What are you gonna do for the people? What are you gonna do for not even my people too? Yeah, we want things done, but what are you gonna do for everybody in the country? Everybody in the country. What are you gonna do for us, man?
Yeah, because we all gonna suffer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. California, man, cut these taxes, bro. What's up? What's up, man? Cut these taxes, man.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand, man. Drop these prices of these houses, man.
Seriously.
These cars are getting ridiculous.
I'm trying to use the VA loan, man.
Man. Come on, man. You got to make it affordable. You got to make it affordable. One person can't afford a 1-bedroom apartment right now.
I got a 2-bedroom.
You got to have some. You know what I'm saying, you got to have some. You know what I'm saying, some income coming in. I ain't saying one person can't, because they can definitely make it happen. But it's a struggle.
Yeah.
So like we got to start looking at these policies. Yeah, you want to vote Gavin Newsom, man? I'm sorry, that dude is trash, man. You're the governor of California. He's the quintessential like president candidate. By the way, yeah, tall, slender guy.
See,
not bad looking, nice hair, slick back, speaks very well, articulate. Policies trash. Policies are absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Right now in California, bro, you can steal up to $950.
Yeah.
Without being prosecuted. You just walk out the door.
Yeah. They can't do nothing to you.
They can't do anything to you.
I watched it happen the other day.
But you
seriously. My girl, she works at CVS. You know what I mean? And she put me onto it. I didn't know anything about it until she said something about it. And I walk up there to give her the keys to the car and everything. And there's a guy just walking out with a buttload of shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, y'all not gonna do nothing? Y'all not gonna stop him? Like, nah, he within his rights. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
900, bro. Like,
that's tempting. That's tempting to, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of people.
Yeah. There's a lot of people doing it.
A lot of people doing it. And then they can do like in these businesses, they got like security guards, security outside. Not like the armed security, but the regular security.
Yeah.
But they can't do anything.
They can't do anything either.
They can't touch them. That's a charge right there. You can press charges.
All these businesses wasting money.
You gotta hope people don't. They just putting those security guards to show force.
Yeah.
Just to show like, okay, maybe, they'll slow them down.
But you giving these people these this law, and you trying to get rid of the homeless at the same time. That you're enabling the homeless at that point.
You're
telling them to say, you're telling them, oh yeah, you can be homeless, or you can also walk in this store and steal, $950 worth of stuff and be good for a couple of months.
Yeah, man. You're enabling the homeless, the criminals.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
$950 a day? Oh my gosh, bro. They racking up.
Good, boy. The resale price.
Exactly.
That's wild, man.
Say, where you get it from? Walmart. How much you pay for it? Free? Free 99.
5 discount.
Free 99.
That's wild, man. That's wild, bro.
Like they say, man, you always get a 20% discount when you go to self-checkout.
Facts. I ain't saying you said it. I ain't saying you said it.
Nah, man. We gotta, and we can talk all day. It's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a round two.
Most definitely.
Most definitely round two. We gotta wrap this up, man. I'm getting kind of hungry too, man.
Yeah, it's time.
I promise you, man, too. This grade wasn't planned.
Yeah,
Sorry for your eyes. This grade wasn't planned.
It just kind of happened.
I just walked in. I see it. Oh, great. Oh, shoot.
Next time I'm wearing black. All right, man.
Yeah, man. Anything you want to plug? Any type of business or people you want to plug in?
Well, you know what? I think everybody that need to know, they know. And if they don't know, they gonna shortly find out.
Okay, got you.
You know what I mean?
All right, man. Good talking to you, man.
For sure.
Go
Next,
get some
until
food,
next
bro.
time.
Until next
There
time.
will be a
man.
next time.
Absolutely, man.
For real.
On everything, bro. Yeah.
On everything.
Hey, good. Good interview, man. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And I had to let it out.
On everything. I'm waiting to get on that bitch.